Well, we got a few more tools to look at today from this company, Bear. Let's open these up and see what we got. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. This company, Bear, saw a review video that I did a while back where I featured some of their tools, these little socket adapters. I was pretty impressed with these tools and they were pretty inexpensive. I found them on Amazon, but the company saw the review video and they reached out and asked me if I'd be willing to take a look at a few more tools for them. And I said, sure, why not? So here we are. This is the first one that they sent. This is a little 1/4" drive ratchet and socket set. It also comes with some bits as well. And the ratchet feels fine. I believe this is a 72 tooth mechanism. Now it's also a flex head with little stops or detents, different positions, which is handy. On the bits, we've got Torx security, flathead or slotted, Phillips, and hex. The back of the ratchet is a bit holder and it's magnetic, so it holds that bit in there. That's pretty neat. But let me show you another thing about this ratchet that's pretty unique is it has a bit holder in the bottom and the collar here spins. So you can tighten something while holding that steady with the collar. You can even fold that over and get a little bit more leverage, which is pretty neat. Now, this one here is a 2-in-1. It's a little bit of an extension so that you can use that 1/4" drive, but if you pull that collar all the way up, this will hold bits as well. So you can use that as an extension on this end, or you can also put that in the end if you need to reach a little bit farther and get something started. Pretty neat that you have the different options or the different combinations of use. You know, these are handy little kits to carry with you on the road, you know, not only in your glove box in your vehicle or in the trunk, but that's so small and compact that that would fit even in a little side bag on a motorcycle or a bicycle. But, you know, you're not going to take your entire tool set with you, but something like that, you can, you know, get a lot of stuff done. You know, tighten down a battery hold down or something like that, you know, that comes loose, but pretty happy with it. It looks fine. Looks like it's gonna hold up just fine. The foam little insert here seems to hold everything in place. We'll set that down. Now, the next item they sent was this little dual flex ratchet. This has got the bit holder here on one side and 1/4" drive on the other, and it is reversible, and it does have a little quick release button. Now, this is probably something I will carry in my tool bag. I've got a tool bag with lots of different tools on it and different sockets, but I've seen a lot of similar ratchets like this. They're so nice for just tight spaces. You know, any kind of tight access, you know, you pull a bit, put it in there, and you can get behind something, up underneath something, and get that taken care of. So pretty neat design. And again, that's magnetic, so the bit's going to stay in. And let's take a look at the socket side here. Now, it doesn't really seem to want to go on unless you push the quick release button. So it does hold it on there really nice. Again, just a nice little compact tool to have with you. Probably just going to put this one in my tool bag. I've got several of the 1/4" drive sockets. I've got the Makita XPS impact sockets. Something like this will be perfect for that. Any type of little 1/4" drive socket will work just great on this, and you can get to just about anything, but it's also a bit ratchet too. Flex head is just a little bonus, so you can get into just about any type of little tight space. But that's a perfect little tool for the tool bag, and I'm sure that's where I'll keep it. So happy with that. Now this other set here, it's the same type of case. You just slide this and open it up. And that is a 33-piece impact screwdriver bit set. We also have nut drivers, and it also has the magnetizer, demagnetizer. That's also a little bit of a magnet boost. If you're putting that on a bit, that will hold the screw in place. We've got Phillips drive, square bits, hex bits, some longer Phillips bits here, along with these nut setters, which these are magnetic. And then we also have some short bits here. Same thing, we've got the Phillips drive, slotted or flat, and we've got a square bit and a hex bit. And then we also, over here, have some Torx bits. And then we have this one here, a little bit of an extension. And that's also magnetic, so that holds that bit in place if you need a longer reach, if you're doing doorknobs or something like that. Pretty cool. Now this is a magnetizer demagnetizer, and it's designed to just slide onto the collar of one of these bits. Let's grab this one here, Phillips #2. They're all labeled and engraved pretty well. By the way, these are all S2 steel, designed to be used with an impact. But if you just kind of swipe this back and forth a few times, that should make this bit now magnetic. There you go. You can see it picks up that screw. You could also just leave that magnetizer on your bit while you're working. It will hold on to the screw even better. So you can go ahead and drive that in, and then this collar will stay on the tool. Pretty neat. But let's take a look at how these work with a little impact driver. This is just a little M12 Milwaukee. Fits in there nicely. And comes out just fine. Let's take a look at one of the nut setters here. This is 5/16. Here's a 5/16 screw. Holds it in there really nicely. I just love those high-powered magnets, and it's perfect. Let's just pop that one in the impact driver. There it is. Ready to go, ready to drive that in. Looks good. Looks like it works exactly like it's supposed to. I'm happy with that. Just love having these. You can really never have too many of these. I've got a few of these magnetic driver sets, and it seems like anytime I need them, I can't find them, but really happy to have this additional set here. So let's set that one down. Now that brings us to the last tool here. This is the Pliers wrench from LA Bear. Now the Pliers wrench is a flat jaw tool. It's a smooth flat jaw, but when you squeeze this, it puts pressure on the fastener or on the pipe or whatever fitting you're working on. So for example, here's just an old rusty fitting here, but once you have that set to that opening, then you can squeeze and hold that, and look, that is holding that really tight. I can't wiggle that loose. Now, the reason for the flat or smooth jaws is it's less likely to mar up your fastener. Of course, we're not worried about that with this one right here. But let's say, for example, you're working under a sink with a nice chrome finish drain and whatnot. You just don't want to go wrenching on that with something with some teeth, you know, or anything like that. So a smooth jaw is really going to be important. But if you're just using the traditional adjustable wrench, or this one here is an old crescent wrench, take a look. So if I tighten that all the way and then I go to turn it, I can still just pop this fitting right out, because it's not 100% tight. You know, there's nothing holding it tight other than just the resistance of this little adjustable screw. And this is a really good quality one, and so it's holding it pretty snug. Some of the other ones will get pretty sloppy, but the difference with this here is you can adjust that and then still put pressure on it, and you have a nice flat, smooth jaw. So pretty neat. This is adjustable, I think 17 different positions all the way up. So you kind of just find the one that fits or is going to be pretty close. Once you find the right position, clamp down on it, and that's not going anywhere. These work really well, and I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this. These are a really nice addition to the tool bag. Now, of course, I'm still gonna have a big crescent wrench and a big, you know, pair of channel locks or water pump pliers, but it's really nice to have this addition. I mean, working under a sink or just about anything. Now, the jaws on this will open all the way to 1 3/4 inches. By the way, this is a 10-inch version of this pliers wrench, and total weight on this says 15.2 ounces, so just under a pound. But they do feel very heavy duty. Now, it's got a black finish, but the jaws have been ground smooth, and they look like a really nice tight finish. You can see that there's really no gaps or anything, and it looks like they line up really well. And the mechanism works nice. I mean, just push that button and slide it, just like it's supposed to. And that's pretty much everything. Now, I'll probably keep this one here and this one in my handyman type of tool bag. It's really nice to have stuff like that with you. Now, this one here with the screw bits and whatnot, I'll probably do the same, or I might take that off and put that on some smaller rails. I like to have small rails with me on the bag. I kind of have them clipped on the outside. This one here, this little mini socket set, this seems like a nice little inexpensive way to carry a socket set with me and just keep that in the back of my vehicle or in the glove box. It's just really nice little kit to have with you on the road. I'm sure that'll come in handy for a quick fix on the road. So hope you guys liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. Just want to say thanks to LA Bear for sending these all to me. And of course, I'll get links in the description where you could pick these up as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.